Hi, I'm Sam, and in this video I want to explain to you how to do a flare. Super cool trick, super flowy, and it's gonna be really a step-by-step tutorial. So I will start it really easy, and in the end you will be able to do the entire flare. The flare is the trick where you grab the line on the side, you swing around. Okay, let's start with something easy. That would be like first the Korean. You start in Korean and you just take the leg out and you go to belly and you go back. And when you go to belly, you don't want to press down with the hands, but you want to lie on your belly so you lean a little bit forward. Otherwise, it's too much pressure on the arms. So Korean to belly, and then you go to the other Korean, and then you can do the entire thing backwards. That would be step one. An important thing with the flare is you're always late in the bounce. If you're too early in the bounce, you will have a lot of pressure on the arms and you will be kicked sideways by the line. So you want to try to be almost weightless, almost on the top of the bounce when really initiating the movement. And also before you put pressure on the arms. So when I start the movement, all my pressure, all my weight is here and not here on my arms. I only use the arms as soon as I'm basically weightless. Step two would be starting in a sofa bounce position. I put the hands here to the side and I go here and back to Korean. Okay, let's go for step three. That's the entire turn, Korean to Korean. So again, I need as much momentum as possible. The more momentum, the easier it is to do the whole move. So I get some momentum, then I try to go Korean to Korean. Get this one stable, try to do it a few times in a row, and always be late in the bounce so that you basically have almost no pressure on your hands. When I'm in Korean, the leash just has to be in front of you and you grab the line in front of the leash. But now when I go to sofa, the leash handling is like this. Leash goes to the side and ends up here, and I put my hands here. Okay, now I have enough momentum. Grab the line on the side, I end up in belly. And this is something that you can also do just taking the inner leg already onto the line. And here you've seen the additional challenge because my hands are in the way to do the move. So I need to take off my hands while going over with my feet. I ended up in this position because I didn't have enough momentum to also go over the line with the second leg. Time for the entire flare. Again, leash to the side, otherwise you get stuck in the leash. Get some good momentum, not only a little bounce, not maximum bounce, but still a reasonably big bounce. Okay, here we go. I go down, I wait, and I go. And I end up upside down. That's also normal. And if you end up upside down, try to close down your knees so you don't have all the force on your arms. Now I showed you basically all the possible failure scenarios, and now we want to do it clean. And again, I wait, and I go. Here we go. This would be the entire flare. This one was pretty high up, and you've seen how I needed to take away the hand to be able to pass with my legs. Yeah, I hope this helped you to learn the flare. It's a really cool move. I can really recommend it. It looks beautiful from the side, but it's also like so rewarding to stick it for the first time. And now a little bonus trick. This would be the sick nasty roll. By the way, the flare or the sick nasty is basically the same. I sticked the flare for the first time on a highline. I called it the flare, which comes from breakdancing. But then I think there was Andy Lewis telling me like, no, this is not the flare, this is the sick nasty. Well, sick nasty has been sticked on a trick line. Whatever you want to call it flare, call it sick nasty. I don't really care. Anyway, I show you the sick nasty roll now. It's basically exactly the same move to initiate, except that you start leaning back while you're only there with your hands, and then you go into a sofa roll to end the trick. It sometimes happens by mistake, and once you're stable enough, you can really decide if you want to go for the flare or for the sick nasty roll. Here I'm on an 80-meter long pink tube, which is pretty tight. The lines should be tight to stick the flare. It gives you a bit more momentum. At the same time, if it's too tight, it becomes aggressive. So this is also not ideal. Here we are at about 2.5 kilonewton tension. If you have like a 60-meter line, the tension should rather be around 2, maybe 2.2 kilonewton. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, and if you enjoyed the beautiful view around me, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also just to motivate me to keep coming up with new tutorials. Okay, goodbye.